Some of the gayest places in the world include San Francisco, Sao Paulo, Toronto, Miami, Madrid, and of course, West Hollywood, Los Angeles, California. When I turned 21, I celebrated in West Hollywood. It was honestly one of the first and only places that I really wanted to celebrate my 21st birthday. Of course, other than Las Vegas, which would have been really fun too. But yeah, West Hollywood was where I celebrated. I recently had just come out and started dating women, so this was kind of the place to do that. The bars were packed, loud, and rowdy, just the way a 21-year-old should celebrate. I was recently just reminiscing on my 21st birthday, and it made me think, how did West Hollywood become this gay hub? Now, before we get into that, I do want to stop and give a huge thank you to our sponsor for today's video, which is Luisa Jewelry. If you haven't heard of them, you're in for a treat, and if you have heard of them, just go down to the description and start shopping because you already know what's good. For those of you that don't already know, Luisa is a jewelry company making quality, long-lasting jewelry with fair prices while still using the best noble metals. Their prices start at $39 and go up from there for higher end pieces. So there's definitely something for everyone. They offset 100% of their carbon emissions, starting with the sourcing of raw materials, all the way to how they dispose of their pieces. I believe in their sustainable mission, which is why they are my favorite company to collaborate with. One of my favorite pieces I have from them is this necklace that I'm wearing right now. It's an amethyst February necklace. They have one for every month. They're going for $75, and with their exclusive Black Friday sale, you can totally get one for you and a gift for someone you love. I got one for my sister so that we could match. Click the link in the description to shop Luisa's Black Friday sale right now. Now, back to the show. West Hollywood was originally named the town of Sherman. It had originally been a settlement for railroad workers. They were building a railroad from downtown LA to Santa Monica. It was assembled by Moses H. Sherman and his brother-in-law, Eli P. Clark. Hence why the town took its name from its co-founder, Sherman. In 1922, Sherman's population boomed because the town's development began to merge with that of Hollywood. 1925, the town renamed itself West Hollywood, but not officially. We'll get to that. During this time, there was tons of bars and nightclubs on Sunset Boulevard, and later started trickling onto Santa Monica Boulevard, which is in West Hollywood. Although the bars on Santa Monica Boulevard weren't known as gay bars, and straight people still went to them, the area was heavily populated with gays, and these were the bars that they frequented.
But the street also has a private side, perceived by outsiders only if it dawns on them that almost all of the people they see here are men. For this area of West Hollywood has become a gay ghetto, a sociological phenomenon of these times, and the main street of the homosexual community here is Santa Monica Boulevard.
This area also held a lot of movie studios, interior design firms, and fashion houses, which all employed a lot of gay men.
I think gay people start a lot of the fashions that you see.
Gay residents of West Hollywood and the bars they would congregate were targeted less compared to those of LA, where in 1963 alone, 3,069 men were arrested for homosexual offenses. In West Hollywood, people felt relatively safe compared to downtown LA. Between Melrose and Beverly, this area was known as a cruising area, but as long as men didn't disturb the peace, deputies generally left these people alone in that area. In 1967, a group called Pride, Personal Rights in Defense and Education, began holding Pride nights at a bar called The Hub. After a violent police raid at another gay bar, Silver Lake's Black Cat Tavern, Pride helped organize protests there. A full 2 years before the landmark Stonewall riots in Greenwich Village, which I've done a few videos on, so if you want to check those out, they will be here. Once gay liberation boomed post-Stonewall across the country, West Hollywood transformed into a visibly gay neighborhood rather quickly, and also became a magnet for gay people in a less tolerant area of the country. In the 1972 book, The Gay Insider, A Traveler's Guide to the U.S., by John Francis Hunter, referred to West Hollywood as the very epicenter of gay activity. West Hollywood became known as Boys Town because of the heavily gay men population. In 1979, LA's Gay Pride Parade would shift from Hollywood, where it originated in 1970, to West Hollywood. The arrival of new businesses and new residents had transformed West Hollywood. Gays and lesbians from all over LA moved here knowing that it was a safer place for them. On Election Day, 1984, with population consisting of approximately 85% renters and perhaps 50% gays and lesbians, West Hollywood voted and elected a majority of openly gay city council members. On November 29, 1984, this town born of a rail yard became West Hollywood. So that is kind of a brief history of West Hollywood, and I find it so interesting that we've come so far, but like I've said before, there's still so much we need to do so that we live in a world of acceptance and love, and it's not just for the LGBT community, it's for people of color, people with disabilities and illnesses, people of minorities, whatever that might be. There's still so much that we can do to support each other, and it all starts with just a simple act. We need to keep pushing for acceptance and love, and everybody can do their part. Again, a huge shout out to our sponsor, Luisa. Please shop using my link down below because that'll keep them coming back to support this channel so that I can keep making awesome videos for you guys. And also, of course, they have amazing jewelry. And other than that, I will see you guys in this video right here. Bye!